Hi students, so now we will be solving this particular problem. Now while solving this problem, solving these kinds of problems, and we will be solving a few more, you might feel that this is so easy, this does not require so much of explanation. But this is a thought which even I had when I actually started solving these numericals. It felt like it's so easy, it's just about substitution, what a big deal is it? But later, when you will be facing many more formula and many more other concepts, and when you see jumbled integration problems given to you, there are chances that you might get confused. So it is very important for you to enter into the depth of the problem, to understand the problem really, really well, so that in the exams, when they give you these problems in a jumbled format, you don't get intimidated by it. Okay, these problems are actually very easy, they are really easy. It's just a substitution and that's the end, because the integration which comes after the substitution is very easy, and then ultimately in the solution you substitute the particular variable which we take, and then you get the final answer. Okay, so similarly this problem is also the same thing. What we will be doing here, okay, before starting this problem, there is one more thing that I want to tell you. I enabled the comment section, okay, and I want you to tell me how much you are enjoying the videos, okay, and in case you are not able to get something, is there any doubt or something? Okay, I'll try to work on that as well, though I have very, very limited time. This channel is actually your channel, all right, so it needs your support, so let's make it more productive together. All right, so now let's go ahead with this problem. I also want you to use the comment section for your benefit as much as possible, okay, so that whatever doubts you have or any other concept that you really want to get through, although I don't think there is anything else that you might require in this fundamental zone, everything that is required I'm telling you. Okay, if I try to now expand on trigonometry in the calculus, in the chapter of calculus, then it will become a very big kind of module. Okay, and I don't want that to happen, because I'll be creating a separate module on trigonometry. Okay, so whatever basics or fundamentals are required, that I'm doing now. Also, I will not really jump onto advanced problems now. I want you to first understand the very basic, easy and medium level concepts, after which when we really had a very good grip on this particular integration chapter, then we will be solving really hard problems. Okay, we will not just jump off to hard problems, so try to restrict your adrenaline rush as much as possible. All right, because these kinds of jumps and leaps might create a lot of barrier. Okay, and I don't want that to happen, because at the end of the day, it's all about solving a problem. It doesn't matter how many hard problems or advanced problems you solved in your home, but if you are not able to solve even a medium level problem in your exam, then that's not a good thing, right? So try to follow this particular the kind of flow that I'm trying to create. All right, you will get everything once you try to follow it, and you don't have to worry, advanced problems are also in store for you. All right, so let me know in the comment section how you are enjoying. All right, so this is the particular problem that we are having right now. And what we will be doing next, as I have done in the previous 2-3 problems that I have solved, we will be considering a variable, right? So here, what do you think? Which one should I take as a variable? Say, suppose I take this one as the variable. All right. So which means if I consider, say, let 2 tan inverse, I'm sorry, this is inverse, 2 tan inverse x equal to t. All right, so if this is the thing, then how will I take the derivative? You must have remembered that the derivative of tan inverse x is nothing but 1 by 1 plus x squared. 2 will remain as it is, and this derivative will become like this, and we will be having a dx here and a dt here. Up to this, there should be no confusion, right? It's very direct. Now, as you can see, we have reached the format roughly, right? We have 1 by 1 plus x square dx, which we will be taking as dt, right, which we will be taking as dt, and there is another half, right? This 2 will come down, okay, this 2 will come down, so we will be having a half in the outside of the integration sign, okay. So let's see, finally what we will be getting here is a half outside and a sec squared t dt, okay. And as we have reached to this final part, we can understand, we have done this one problem ago only, one problem before only, that the integration of sec squared t is nothing but what? Tan t, alright. And I also told you that you have to replace the variable that we take, which is very important and most of the students forget to replace it. We have to replace it by 2 tan inverse of x plus c. Very easy problem, undoubtedly, doesn't require so much of brain teasing, right? Next, we will come to this problem, okay? And the problem is that we have this e to the power minus x cosec square 2 e to the power minus x plus 5 dx, okay. Now what we will be doing here, which one we will be considering as variable? Whenever you see such kind of complicated problems, then there are chances that the problem can easily be solved by the method of substitution, okay. So try to be a bit more open-minded when you see different kinds of problems. Generally, when we advance to the last sections of the integration, we generally try to study the problems as if they are from maybe partial fraction or maybe from by parts, but we often forget that we have studied a lot of basic concepts even in the beginning, and that too needs to be applied. All right, so keep these concepts in mind, and when approaching a problem in your final paper or wherever, try to be more open-minded towards different kinds of applications, okay. So what we have here, it might seem to be a very complicated problem, but we can easily unclutter it by considering a variable for this particular part. All right, so say if I consider that 2 e to the power minus x, okay, 2 e to the power minus x, 2 e to the power minus x plus 5 is nothing but t, then tell me what will be the derivative of this part? It will be 0 because this is a constant. I hope you know that. And the derivative of this part will be nothing but this minus will come here and it will be a 2, okay. And then finally what we will be getting here is so we will be getting here e to the power minus x plus 0, and this will be equal to dt. I'm sorry, I missed the dx here, okay. So this will be minus 2 e to the power minus x dx equal to dt. All right, now can you I'll try to simplify it a bit more, because if it comes in this form then you might get confused. So I'll do it like this, that if it is e to the power minus x dx, then we will have minus half into dt. I just brought this minus 2 in the denominator, okay. So now what we will be having here is, now you can see that in this particular problem we will be replacing e to the power, all right, e to the power minus x dx as minus half into dt, and this entire part as t. So ultimately what we will be getting here is nothing but this minus half will come outside, e to the power minus x dx will become dt, and this will become cosec square t into dt. Now the problem is very simple, because you know that minus half integration of cosec, what is the integration of cosec square t? Nothing but minus cot t. So ultimately what we will be getting here, we will be getting nothing but minus cot of t plus c. And what we forget always is to replace, right? So if I replace this entire thing here, minus minus will get cancelled and we will be getting cot of, I don't need a bracket here, cot of, now we need a bracket, 2e to the power this is okay, yeah, half cot 2e to the power minus x plus 5 plus c. All right, so this is the particular thing, this is the particular answer that we finally arrived in. Now we will do our next problem, which is integration of e to the power x 1 plus x divided by cos square x e to the power x into dx. The trick here in every problem is to substitute a particular part of the problem with a variable and then simply solve it. So what do you think here? Which one should we consider as variable? Should we consider 1 plus x as variable, or should we consider x e to the power x as a variable? So let us consider that x e to the power x is, say, t. So in case we do that, what is the derivative that we will be getting? Do you remember the UV form of derivative or differentiation or whatever? The UV format, where we first keep one part constant, take the derivative of one part, and then we keep that part constant and take the derivative of this part. So how do we do that? Say I am going to keep this e to the power x constant first, all right, and then take the derivative of x, which is nothing but 1, right? And then we will take the derivative of we first kept e to the power x constant, now we will keep x constant, and the derivative of this one is this, all right, is equals to dt. Or you can also write this as e to the power x plus we can take two things common from here. Okay, what are the things that we will be taking common? We can take e to the power x common, so in the inside we will be getting 1 plus x, and here we will be getting a dx. Is that clear? Okay, so this is the thing that we will be getting. E to the power x I took common, dx I took common here, and then we get 1 plus x and equal to dt. Now as soon as we arrive here, do you get something? Like you can see that this entire part can be substituted by dt, and this denominator part can be substituted by t. How beautiful the problem is, right? Just one substitution and the entire problem gets solved. I mean, substitution followed by derivative solves the entire problem in seconds, right? I'm doing this to make you understand, but maybe this does not require this much of an explanation, but maybe beginners require it, all right, because they tend to get confused. I hope you are understanding what I'm doing right now. I am just replacing this entire thing by dt, which I did, and in the denominator this part by t, all right. This part we have solved few problems earlier, remember, sec square t integration, 2 problems we solved based on this, tan t plus c, and then finally we will be getting tan of. Don't forget to replace the part in your final answer, because if you don't do that, you might not get a 0, okay, but there are chances that you might end up losing a lot of marks, okay, say 2 marks even. If the problem is of 3 marks, this is not exactly a problem of 3 marks. If it is a problem of 2 marks, say, then they will take up your 1 mark. This is a very easy problem, but there are chances that you might lose out on this, okay. There are chances that you might forget writing this part. All right, so we will now be moving to the next problem, but before that I want you to comment in the comment section that how much you are enjoying, all right. studying all of these things and how much you have progressed in the last few days, as I haven't really started this channel a very long ago, right? So I want you to talk about that. And apart from that, this channel is entirely for you, as I said so many times, and I'm still saying, and I'll keep saying it. Okay, so please do like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell icon for more of such exciting content. There are many good problems that are waiting for you, as well as many beautiful modules need to be covered, right? The beauty of mathematics is what I want to make it more known to you. All right, this is not an intimidating subject. Okay, this is the subject that actually simplifies the complexity of a particular subject like physics, or maybe many other subjects as well. Having studied mechanical engineering for 4 consecutive years, and even now, I can say that, if you're really good in mathematics, then engineering will be just a cakewalk for you. Okay, so let's now move to the next problem.